Welcome back, game changers. Welcome back, go getters. Welcome back, hustlers. Welcome back to building $1 million business. Let's get Instagram connected. Let's come on, Insta. Come on, just give me the light. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Boom! There we go. We're in that thing. Welcome back, game changers. Welcome back, go getters. Welcome back, hustlers. Welcome back, mid-level professionals. Welcome back, small business owners. Welcome back, entrepreneurs. Welcome back, corporate executives. Welcome back. What are we doing? Why are we here? We're building out $1 million business in public. And as always, I'm your host as well as your guide on this build, known as Patrick Hart, in some circles known as that healthcare guy. Welcome back, game changers. Let's get it. God, what is today? What is today? June 16th, 2026. We kicked this thing off January the 11th, 2026. So we're good 6 months into this thing. Let me give you a round of applause. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I appreciate y'all. So, man, there's a lot to talk about today. I wouldn't say there's a lot to talk about, but there's a lot for me to unpack. And I just want to, again, I feel like this is a safe place. I've been head down hustling, getting out here, doing some of the work, driving content, doing everything that I like from a visibility standpoint, doing the things that I needed to do. And just today, I just want to share with you, man, just what's on my mind. And I always appreciate it. Today, we're going to be streamed across Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, as well as TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, as well as TikTok. Yeah, so y'all know how we do. We got the whole family in one place as we always do. What are we doing? We're building out $1 million business. And so we got two big goals. And I know every single day I get a lot of new viewers that are tapping in and they're kind of interested in what is this about? So what is this about? This is a one-person show building $1 million business, $1 billion brand, and I'm doing it in public, right? So I'm Patrick Hart. So the two big goals is one is, I'll become your proof point to show you how you too can build out your $1 million brand and you can do it in 12 months. The second big goal is we're building out a 50,000 member ecosystem inside the newsletter. I always like to start with this because I want to give you value up front. If you're just now joining, family, I always tell you, own your audience, own your audience, own your audience. Why am I telling you this? Create that website, create that landing page, create that newsletter, create that thing that's going to drive like-minded individuals that want to connect with you, follow you, support you, invest in you, things like that. So that's what we're starting with the newsletter. So if you haven't tapped into the newsletter or signed up for that thing, I'm gonna tell you that we're growing at the 50,000. I can definitely use your support on the inside. We got close to 7,000 plus today, and we have about 6 months left in the year to get to our 50,000 goal. I think it's extremely possible. But yeah, I think the first 6 months is you're just building value, you're building trust, you're showing credibility, right? You're showing the audience that guess what? I'm going to show up even when you doubt that I'm going to show up. And then we're training the algorithms to expect for us to show up every single time. So that consistency actually matters, right? So two big goals, $1 million in revenue, 50,000 subscribers to the newsletter. So make sure y'all tap into that if y'all haven't. I see you, Jim. I see you, Herschel. I see you, Sin. I see you, Jogan. I see you, Mister. I see you, Define. I see you, Sinister. I see you, Dwayne. I see you, Mindy. I see you, E. Adams. I see you, family. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, as well as TikTok. So, Pat, what are we talking about today? Family, what are we talking about today? Y'all know how to do it. Let me get the drum roll. Where's it at? Where's it at? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Woo! Woo! Episode 112, family, 112. What are we talking about? I finally fixed the landing page. Like all that excitement, and this is what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the landing page. Like I finally fixed the landing page. Let me make sure everything is open. Like the chat boxes are open. Okay, chat boxes are open on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. So everything is open. I see you, Eco. Thanks for tapping in, family. Birch, family, what's up? Thanks for showing the love. I appreciate you, family. I see you, J.A. I see you, Man's Chill, Jim. I see everybody's in there. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it, man. Again, you guys are my sounding board. You're my support system. I feel like I'm not judged here. I feel like I can come here and share with you what we've been working on, kind of where we at, and just lay out some of the expectations we have. Now, here's something super exciting. Yesterday, I announced we're 14 days away from our first launch, right? I told you we're going to do everything in public. 14 days away from that. Yeah. I appreciate y'all. We're 14 days away from that. So if you haven't joined the newsletter, that's just going to be your best opportunity to get the first dibs on the branding and visibility of $1 Million Playbook, right? So you want to tap into that because that thing is packed with value. I took all my years of military service. I took all my years of being an executive that was part of a $750 million technology exit back in 2018. I took all my years of being an entrepreneur and I packed it into a nice playbook because basically I wanted to give people the frameworks, the system, the automation. I want you to get you the setup so you too can build your $1 million brand, right? And I just put it in a simple playbook. So y'all want to tap into that. There's links in the bios, there's floating QR codes. I mean, whatever, you can find it or simply type newsletter and I'll make sure you get that as well. I see you. What is that? Man, my eyesight is not good. I see you, Red. I see you, Ray J. I see you, Trace. I see you, Freedom. I see you, Rose. I see you, Niece. Yeah, hopefully I said that right. So let's get into it. I think I finally fixed the landing page. So if you guys you've been rocking with me back in February, I told you I got a really important decision I was going to make. I was like, okay, if we're going to get this business to $1 million, right? If we're going to get $1 million, there's some things that we need to have in place. Like we knew we needed some automation. We knew we needed some back-end architect. One of the things that I knew I needed a really customized landing page. I'd like something that was vibrant, something that spoke to where we're going, something that added value. And what I created wasn't good enough, right? So back at the end of February, I said, hey, should I invest in this or should I invest in this? And you guys, y'all helped me out. He's like, Pat, dude, if it was me and if it was my money, let's invest in the landing page. And then I laid out the whole scope. I said, okay, if we invest in the landing page, this thing is going to take us anywhere from 3 to 5 months, to really fully build out. And so it took us right at, I think maybe about 4 months for us to come to where we are now. So we got this nice landing page. If you haven't checked it out, check it out right now. That's actually the QR code. Now, and I share with you when we built this thing or when I was going to invest in this thing, it was going to be $5,500. So you heard me right, $5,500 for a nice landing page. But listen, I didn't just get a landing page. Also got a website, right? I got a nice customized website that's hosted in the cloud. I got a website. I got a landing page. I got a full VSL, which is a video sales letter. If y'all never heard or seen one of those up, you want to look one of those up as well. So I got all this. I got my landing page and I got a nice click funnel design that pretty much automates the process. So when somebody syncs into the landing page, you get your nice welcome message, and then we take them through a sequence. And the sequence is customized information based on the user, where you start getting some insight into what we're building, right? In addition to that, then you are also going to, be part of the community because we're building out a community of like-minded individuals. Here's one thing. As an everyday hustler, we get this. As a solopreneur, it's easy to feel like you're by yourself doing that thing. But what if you had a community of like-minded individuals that's actually helping you get to the next level? Like that's a different game altogether. And that's the game that I'm trying to build here. So I was like, okay. So we finally fixed the landing page. Let me get into this. I see some more people coming in. I see you, FR. I see you, David. I see you, User. I see you, Army. I see you, Mason. Or I can't even say that. I can't even say it, but I see you, family. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok, right? So we finally picked the landing page. So I told you months ago we invested in that thing, and I think we're finally getting there. Like I probably spent more time thinking about the landing page than I actually should admit. Like I really do. I'm one of those guys, man. Extremely hands-on. I want things to happen the way that I want to. Kind of impatient at times if things are not going my way. Maybe you can relate that like that. Like I've always considered myself a high performer, so it's easy to want to get involved in every part of everything you do, right? Like that real type A personality, right? Y'all get that. I see you, Danny. I see you, Burst. Thanks for tapping in. I appreciate the love, right? But I was thinking on that thing. I kept on thinking on that thing. Like seriously, like more edits, more rewrites, more revisions. Like more staring at the screen, wondering why isn't this connecting? You ever done that before? Maybe it's just me. Like I was just looking at that. I was like, dude, it's got to be better than this. It's got to be better than this. And recently, I think I figured something out. Like, and it's not because we added more. Like that wasn't the case. Because I knew that. I was like, okay, adding more doesn't get you more. It's because we actually remove more. Oh man, have you ever noticed how often like the solution isn't adding complexity? It's about removing confusion. Is it just me or y'all noticed that before? Y'all let me know. Again, the comment box is open. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok, right? So here's the message for today, and let's get into it. Confused people don't buy. Let it sit for a second. Let it feel nice and warm and fuzzy in your chest. Let it rumble around your brain. Confused people don't buy, family. And that's a problem that a lot of us we deal with. We think we're being clear and we're not. So what was wrong? Well, when I started reviewing the landing page, right in the very beginning, I realized something. I was like, okay, I was way too close to it, and that's it's easy to do as an entrepreneur. It's easy to do as a founder. It's easy to do as a corporate executive. Be too close to that thing. Sometimes you got to step away. You got to let somebody else with more experience come in and do that thing that you know what they're like highly skilled at doing things that maybe you know a little bit, but you don't know enough, right? I was too close to that thing. Like I knew exactly what the course, what the playbook should look like. I knew exactly what the outcome should be. Like I knew exactly what people needed. At least I felt that I did. I was okay. I'm just going to use my experience. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use that. I'm going to package it up and then I'm going to share it. Right. Here's the problem though. The problem is the audience didn't know that. Like the audience didn't know that, family. I see you, Tech. I see you, April. I see you, Knight. I see you, La Rosa. I see you, Damari. Thank y'all for tapping in Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok, right? Like the problem was the audience didn't know what the hell they should be doing. BK, I see you, family. Thanks for tapping in. And it's a completely different experience level than what I had. And it's also a completely different skill set for designing, mapping out, and then communicating the value of what a landing page should be. I didn't have experience in that, right? So we contracted that out at the end of February. It was $5,500. In addition to, there's some other things that you need. Like there was a cloud hosting platform that I wanted to be on. That way my videos run continuously and there was there's no lag. And there was a couple other tech stacks, that I needed as well. So all in, was probably about $6,000 on that investment. Okay. And I told you, I'm going to be an open book. I'm going to share this with you. We're building out $1 million business in public. So 4.5 months ago, we invested, 55, almost $6,000 into the nice landing page, the nice website, the nice click funnel systems. And then we invested more money into a back-end architect. And that's the one that actually maps out how everything communicates, how you get communicated, where things are blocked off, segmented, and things like that. So I'm sharing this with you because both of these people that helped me design this, I'm going to bring them on a future live so they can talk about the build they did for me, so you can see the value, you can see what it looks like. That way you're holding me accountable, you're holding them accountable, and then we can actively work through what's actually working and what's not, right? So it's a completely different skill set. What felt obvious to me wasn't obvious to them. And it happens when we're building things, right? We're trying to get our audience to understand the pain points, helping them understand their pain points. And sometimes we just don't know how to communicate that value on that. I see you, Coolest Monkey. Thanks for tapping in, family. I see you, BK. I see you, Tech Talk, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. Listen, it's a dangerous place to be as a founder. It really, really is. It's extremely dangerous because listen, most founders, they write for themselves, not for the customer. Y'all ever did that before? Like I still do that. Like that's why I contracted out the landing page. If you guys are following me like on LinkedIn, because that's the place that I started putting all my content out right now. Like every single week, 2 or 3 times a week, I have posts that go viral. But I write for myself. Like I know how to write for myself on that. But when it came to the landing page, I was like, dude, okay, this is going to take me some time. I wanted to convey the value that I really wanted to share with my audience, and I needed a different skill set. Oh, on that note, it makes me think, dude, we're 13 days away from the launch. We're 13 days. Did I say that? Yes, like yesterday was 14 days. Today is 13 days. We're 13 days away from the launch. I'm super excited about that. Listen, family, if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, man, there's a QR code. There's a link in the banner. You can go to my bio or simply type newsletter, and I'll make sure you get the invite for that. That thing is action packed. When I say action packed, dude, it's the playbook. It's the playbook. It truly is the playbook. So y'all want to tap into that. So let's talk about the shift that I made really quick. Oh, thank you, DJ. Appreciate you, family. Listen, the biggest shift on the landing page, it wasn't the design. It wasn't the colors. It wasn't the layout. Honestly, it was just clarity. Like we needed more clarity. Like we stopped talking about the features. We stopped and just started talking about the outcomes. Like that's different. a lot of times as founders, what we do is we talk about the features of the things we build in, instead of the transformation that someone should receive by tapping into the thing that we're building. And I think that's where a lot of people get stuck because, and I think that's where a lot of people find value as well, because when you're investing in somebody, not only does it need to look good, but you need to understand the value that it brings to you. Like, what am I going to get out of this particular investment? So we stopped talking about like just simply modules and we started talking about more about the transformation, right? And we stopped explaining like what the playbook contains and started explaining more about what the playbook actually solves. And honestly, like it's a different conversation. It really, really, it's a different conversation. And I think this is where most landing pages actually fail, is because they explain, but they don't persuade. Y'all, I mean, y'all, have y'all noticed that before? Has anybody else on here built your own landing page that actually works? Or you built the landing page that it just didn't work, or you invested into something and you thought it was going to work and it just didn't work the way y'all, I mean, y'all let me know. Listen, this live is the safe place for me. I come here, I can have a conversation with like-minded folks. I can tell you what I've been working on. And then hopefully, you know, you can share it with me as well, like what you've been going through, because we learn from one another. Even though this is my live, I just want to make sure that this is a place that we can learn, that you feel like, you know what, this is a safe place. We're going through this thing together. So I'm building out this thing in public. I really am, real talk, building out this thing in public. I see you, Walt. I see you, TC. I see you, Gigi. I see you, Mary. I see you work with it. Thank y'all for the love. I appreciate y'all. Here's the other thing. Before I transition to the next segment that I wanted to talk about, invite other like-minded individuals to these lives. I do these every single day, Monday through Friday, noon Central Standard Time. And the job is for us to get 1% better every single day. Can we learn something today that's going to improve the business? Can we incorporate something today that's going to improve the business? Can we invite the audience in to help us build this thing in public? Like, that's what we're doing. So y'all make sure y'all share these lives, invite other like-minded individuals. I would 100%, I would appreciate that. I think this can be one of those opportunities when you can say, man, I was part of the journey where we connected with Patrick, jumped on his live. He started here, and then all of a sudden, 90 days later, he's here. And then you guys were part of that journey. So this is your personal invite to invite other like-minded people. Like, there's nothing like a story when you can say you were there for the ride. You can be like, dude, you remember that dude when he would just sit in front of the camera talking about random shit, things that he was going to do, like sharing his thought process. And then all of a sudden, here we are now. Like, that's what we are now. I say this too. If you guys haven't followed me, like on LinkedIn, because right now I told you there was a strategy for everything that we're doing. We're starting with LinkedIn, and we're putting out 2 or 3 different pieces of content every single day. And every single day, I aim to get 1% better, right? I want it to get a little bit better, a little bit better. So here we are. In the last 90 days, and I'm going to share this, in the last 90 days, we've done almost like 1 million impressions in 90 days. And that's just on one platform. I see you, Jazz. I appreciate you. That's just on one platform. It's amazing. I think this camera over here froze on me. Did it froze on me? Did I lose it? Come on back, camera. Bring me back. Let me get this other camera on here real quick, family. That camera don't want to share for whatever reason. Extra camera. Come on, camera. Just give me the light so we can glow. Oh. Add that to the stage. Okay, we're back on there. That camera just wants to act up. So yeah, in the last 90 days, we did like 1 million impressions on LinkedIn. We haven't even added Instagram. We haven't even added TikTok. We haven't even added Facebook. We haven't added all that. Like, it's part of our strategy here in 2026, but we haven't added it yet. Sometimes it's about subtraction. You take some things away so you can focus. And then once you nail that one thing, then we're going to move on to something else. But listen, all right, let me move on. Y'all know I get sidetracked. Like, anything that's on my mind, I feel like let's talk about it here. This is the place to do it. So here's what I'm watching. Oh, thank you, Jazz. I appreciate the love. Yeah, I appreciate the love. Listen, every single week, Jazz, every single week, I have at least, and no bullshit, every single week, at least 2 posts that go viral every single week. And remember, the goal is not about virality. The goal is about creating the right visibility. And that's what we've been able to do, right? I see you, user. So we're starting to create enough visibility with our own thought process. Notice we're not copying formulas right now. Right now, it's about being authentically me, right? And that's what I'm trying to be, authentically me. And so far, it seems to be resonating, right? So we're going to continue to lean into that formula right now and see if that continues to pay off. But right now, we're talking about the landing page. I see you, John. Thanks for tapping in, family. So what I'm watching for right now, family, what I'm watching for is behavior, like not opinions, behavior. And I think this is very important to me, and I wanted to share with you because listen, we stop. Excuse me. We're like here's the behavior that like I'm looking for. When we're creating that landing page, I see you, Rob Dunn, live from Big D. That's what's up. Yeah, yeah, I'm live from Big D. I'm not sure if you're in Big D, but I appreciate you. Maybe you are in Big D. That's what's up. So shout out to all the people in Dallas, Texas. If you guys didn't know that, that's where I live in Dallas, Texas. So let's get it, D. So when we're creating this landing page, this is some of the behaviors that I was looking for. Okay. Like, where do people stop reading? I think this is an important measure when you're creating your thing because you can create something, but if you don't have insight into like the analytics behind that thing that you're creating, you may have just created it and spent money, but it's so important to really understand the analytics. So now we're looking at, okay, where people stop reading? What are they clicking on? Where are they bouncing away from, right? What questions are still showing up that are unanswered, right? That's the real feedback. Like that's what we're trying to get to right here. If we're going to get hyper focused about building out a funnel that actually is designed to work, these are things that we need to know. Where people stop reading on your site, where are they clicking, where are they bouncing away from, what questions are still showing up, where can we continue to add value? Like that's the feedback that we're looking for. Not what people say, it's what people do, and it's a different measure. A lot of people are looking for what people say, but I want to know, especially if you're on my landing page, what the hell are you actually doing, right? Those are the analytics that we need to understand. And it's beginning to help me think differently about marketing altogether. Listen, family, I'm going to get you guys out of here. Y'all know I like to talk. I appreciate y'all. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, as well as TikTok. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. The whole family's in one place. The comment boxes are open. Remember, these lives, I do these for us. What does that mean? There's so many other like-minded individuals that are out here hustling, working their 9 to 5, but ultimately what they truly want to do is create freedom for themselves. And when I talk about freedom, I don't say that lightly. It's not like we're enslaved anymore because slavery was back in the day. When I talk about freedom, I'm talking about the freedom to choose what you want to do with your schedule. If you choose to work a 9 to 5, that's up to you. If you choose to have a side hustle, that's up to you. Like the people that tap in here, they believe in generational wealth, meaning they believe in impact. They believe in creating something that where they're hustling today, but they're leaving something for tomorrow, right? So whether it's your family, your friends, whatever it happens to be. But that's why I created the playbook on this thing. Now, a lot of people don't realize this. I've been on reality TV. I've spent 6 years in the military. I've been in executive boardrooms. I was part of a $750 million technology acquisition. I've been an entrepreneur for the last 3 years. Like a lot of these things that I'm talking about, I don't talk about this lightly. Like I'm speaking a lot of this stuff from experience. So when I'm building this thing in public, dude, I'm just trying to keep it 100. I'm keeping it a buck with you. Like these are things that we go through together. These are things that I've experienced that I'm trying to spit a little bit of game and share with you. Whether it's right or not, it's still information. Like we haven't built this thing fully out yet. We haven't reached our $1 million yet, but at least we're designing the playbook. And so far in the last 90 days, in addition to everything that we've been doing, we got 2 major spotlight and magazine features that are going to be coming out. We partnered with 3 different people on podcasts already in this just the last 90 days, right? So we're talking about branding and visibility. This is the $1 million playbook. We've gotten on 3 nice podcasts over the last 90 days. In addition to that, we've what else do we do? We got, like I said, 1 million, almost right at 1 million impressions just the last 90 days. So the formula, the strategy has been working for us, right? In addition to that, what else? Oh, there's 2 cohorts that I've been invited to. And yeah, if y'all don't understand what a cohort is simply, it just, you and somebody else, y'all get together and you invite other like-minded individuals to basically learn the game. It's basically like a coaching session, right? I've been invited to a couple of those as well. So everything is absolutely working in our favor. Does that mean that we don't have challenges? No. I see you, Rick. Thanks. What's up? Rick, what's up, family? I ain't seen you in a while. Shout out to Rick. Rick Tamno, he's on LinkedIn. What's up, family? Thank you. I appreciate it. He's watching me all the way. Are you in Africa, family? That's what's up. Yeah, let's go. Let's get it. So the playbook that we've been mapping out, that we've been talking about so far has been working. Now, here's the thing. I get a lot of people that tap in and they leave comments. And listen, I don't want you guys to get discouraged when you're building your thing because not everybody's going to be your supporter. Not everybody's your biggest cheerleader. Not everybody wants your best interest for you. And I'm going to share that for you. Some people really just want to see you fail. Like they don't like how brash you are. They don't like how you talk. They don't like how you communicate. They don't like how you come across. Some people just want to be you. If I'm being honest, like have you ever noticed that? Like we call them haters. I call those people that they fuel you. Like I use it as fuel. Those are the people that I like to prove wrong, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what the journey to me for me. It's not about proving anybody wrong. It's about proving myself right. Because sometimes you got to dream. We're all dreamers here. You come here, that means you're a dream. You got to dream that there's a bigger life opposite of what you've been living right now, right? Well, and that's what we are. We're dreamers that are making shit happen. So that's what we're doing right here. We're dreamers making shit happen. I appreciate you, Jazz. Correct. Absolutely. That's what's up. Yeah, Rick is in Africa. Oh, let's go. All right, sidebar. Before I land this. So last year and a half ago, was it last year? Maybe it was last year. I'm going to share some information with you guys. Breaking news. Y'all never heard it before. Breaking news. So my wife, she ended up, and if y'all didn't know, I've been married for, 25 years this year. We've been married for 25 years. We've been together it'll be 28 years this year. So we've been together for a long time. It's black love, family, black love. So we've been married for 25 years. And it'll be 28 years we've been together. So a couple of years ago, she ended up getting me one of those ancestry DNA tests, right? She ended up giving me one of those because, listen, I grew up, it was just my mom. It's just my mom raising me and my brother. I never had a dad in my life. So I was like, dude, babe, it'd be nice if I knew blah, blah, blah. And so she ended up giving me one of those tests. I ended up taking a DNA test. And I found out your boy's Nigerian. Come on, I'm Nigerian. I did not know that. Like 70% of my makeup is from Western Africa. 70%. I was like, dude, okay, what we know as black people, a lot of us, we know our lineages come from Africa, but I didn't know so much of mine came from, I'm Nigerian. That's what's up, man. Your boy's Nigerian. So I appreciate y'all. Listen, let me land this, baby. Y'all know I get sidetracked. But anyway, your boy's Nigerian. So if y'all see me show up on camera and I just look different, it's because I'm feeling my heritage. That's what it is. I'm feeling my heritage. I appreciate you. Thanks, Jazz. I appreciate the love. Listen. All right, so let's get it. Let me land this, baby. Let me get you guys out of here. I'm going to get you out of here real quick. So the moral of the story is the more I build this thing, the more I realize something, right? People, they're not buying information, okay? That's not where people buy. People, you know what people like? They're buying certainty. They're buying confidence. They're buying belief. And I think that's what a lot of us looking for. The landing page's job, it isn't to impress people. That's not what it's designed to do. The job is to create enough clarity to influence people that, hey, this is what we need to do. This is the area that we need to be focused on. This is the action that we need to take. And if I'm keeping it a buck with you, y'all know me. I'm always going to keep it 100. If I'm keeping it a buck, I think we're getting closer. I really do. And I think, honestly, that's what I'm thinking about right now. Y'all always let me talk about what I want, and I love it. Let's go. 13 days away from the launch. We're 13 days away from the launch. The Branding and Visibility $1 Million Playbook. Dude, I appreciate your support. So y'all do me a solid, 2 solids. Invite other like-minded individuals to these lives. Again, Monday through Friday, noon Central Standard Time. The other thing too, sign up for the newsletter. That's where you're going to get your first dibs to the Branding and Visibility Playbook. That's where you're going to be a part of a community of like-minded individuals. That's where you're going to get an opportunity to design your system builds, to get the automations, the frameworks, everything that you need to go from here to here, right? So, and I'm doing this thing in public. So here's the thing. I'm real. I'm not AI. Like there's a camera here, there's a camera here. You can actually follow me. And if you're interested, I'll follow you back. Like see the work that I'm putting out there right now on LinkedIn. This is real talk. So I'm not sugarcoating this, allowing somebody else to come in and talk on my behalf, doing the work for me. It's actually me doing the work. And so I would appreciate y'all support. I appreciate y'all, family. I'm going to give y'all some love. Same time, same energy, same place tomorrow. Much love. Go out there, hustlers. Let's get it.